In November of 1971, the night sky over the Pacific Northwest was pitch black. A light wind whispered through the air, carrying the distant rustle of trees and the faint hum of the airplane's engines. The Boeing 727 soared 20,000 feet above the ground. Passengers were tired, some dozing, others quietly chatting. Yet a subtle tension lingered, a feeling that something extraordinary was about to happen. No one knew that tonight would become one of the most mysterious and chilling events in aviation history. Inside the cabin, the lights were dimmed. Passengers went about their routines, unaware that among them sat a man entirely out of place, a figure who seemed to exist between shadows and reality. He was tall, wearing a long coat, glasses covering his eyes, a small bag in his hand. Calmly seated, yet there was something in his gaze that suggested he saw everything. Their breaths, their fears, their racing hearts. Everything will go perfectly. No one will notice. The flight attendants noticed him opening his bag. Inside were small pieces of metal, a compact explosive device, and a mysterious envelope. With a voice tinged with apprehension, one attendant asked, "Sir, is that safe?" "Be quiet. No one will be hurt. No one must speak." Silence fell over the cabin, heavy and suffocating. Only the vibration of the plane and the collective, shallow breaths of the passengers filled the air. Every eye in the cabin was fixed on him. Unseen fear gripped the room. Within minutes, the man rose slowly, adjusting his jacket and checking the contents of his bag. He turned to face the flight attendants, not with threat, but with an unsettling, calm authority. The passengers were frozen, their panic restrained by a mixture of awe and terror. Now, the moment has come. The man's presence alone created suspense. Each step, each glance seemed to slow time. Outside, the storm intensified. The plane rocked gently, rain pattered against the windows, and the wind hissed through the fuselage. Every second stretched taut with tension. He demanded $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. The passengers were stunned. The flight attendants exchanged fearful glances, realizing that this was no ordinary hijacking. The man's control of the situation was absolute. His calm, methodical demeanor contrasted sharply with the passengers' rising panic. "We're tracking him, but he's gone off radar. It's as if he vanished into thin air, possibly blending with the wind." The man continued calmly, retrieving the cash as though performing a simple routine. His movements deliberate, precise, leaving no trace of panic. The passengers were paralyzed, unable to predict what would happen next. As the plane approached the Oregon coast, the storm outside worsened. The sky was dark, clouds low, and the wind howled. The man adjusted his jacket, checked the parachute harness, and slowly made his way to the rear door of the plane. This is the moment. There is no turning back. Inside the cabin, passengers were silent, hearts pounding. Every detail of the storm, the rain, the wind, the shaking of the plane, magnified the tension. Each second was stretched, suspense building to an unbearable peak. Suddenly, he opened the rear door and leapt into the night. The wind tore past him, the rain lashed against his face, and the darkness swallowed him whole. Passengers gasped, some screamed, the sound swallowed by the roaring wind. Outside, the storm concealed every trace of him. He's disappeared into the air. We have no visual, no radar. It's as if he merged with the night. Below, the forest, the mountains, the rivers awaited, but none could reveal him. He had vanished completely, leaving nothing behind. The money was never recovered. Only the envelope, a few cryptic clues, and fleeting eyewitness accounts remained. At night, townspeople whispered about lights flickering in the storm, strange sounds in the woods, shadows moving between the trees. Nothing was ever confirmed. Nothing was ever certain. I saw a light flash. Then, nothing.
It felt like he was never there. D.B. Cooper became the most enigmatic hijacker in history. His name, his face, his very existence became a riddle no one could solve. FBI agents retraced every step, examining the man's plan, trying to find a flaw, but there was none. They realized this was no ordinary criminal. Every move was deliberate, calculated, almost impossible. How could a single man disappear so completely from both a plane and the stormy night sky? The dense forest, the mountains, the rivers, all natural obstacles that might have trapped him, only added to the mystery. Each footstep lost in the wilderness seemed to stretch the suspense, making the unknown even more terrifying. Even today, the name D.B. Cooper evokes fear and wonder. No one knows if he survived. No one knows where he went. The storm, the dark forests, the rivers, everything remains silent, holding secrets of a man who outwitted everyone, disappearing into legend. True fear never ends. The mystery lives on, in the darkened sky, in the wind, and in the imagination of every person who hears the name D.B. Cooper.